God damn it. Think for a second. Sorry, it's music. It's driving me nuts. Okay. Maybe like that. There we go. Okay. The fuck was I? Whatever. Sorry. Sorry, everyone. Sorry, everyone. First episode and all. Okay, cool. Sorry. There we go. Now I'm happy. Just want to make sure I wasn't followed or anything like that. And let's see. I think these two should go. Here, I'll do one up here and one up here because I usually don't do much with this area. I kind of have a basic base style that I build for the beginning, and then after that, it's unique. Oh, damn it, I put the wrong ones here. Oh well, they're gonna have to come down. Okay. Okay. See, this is why I want to do this, so that I can learn to do two things at the same fucking time. There we go. Okay, so let's put shit in these. This will be manufactured such things. I need to make a bone knife. Actually, let's improve my spear. And do I need the rope back to make the knife? I don't think I've ever made a bone knife. I didn't know what it was really fucking for. Where is it? Is it gone? Oh, and cloth. Oh, more bone. That's what I need. Okay. It's over here. Actually, let's take that and then make some more arrows. Now I can do a little bit of with any luck gathering of stone and wood and build this up a little bit. Okay, cool. Not terrible, people, not terrible. Okay, so where the fuck was I? No clue. So Monsanto and all them. Okay, so yeah, oh yeah, that's right. So I'm gonna get close to the same area I'm supposed to be in. I just don't get how everyone is so fine with, like, I mean, does everyone think that the system is just so broken that there's nothing they can do about it? I don't get it, because I see, you know, we've got this interference with Russia, and I'll tell you what, dude, if Hillary Clinton had won and people had said that Russia had purposely helped her win, holy crap, dude, they would have had a gallows built in front of the Capitol building by now. But because it's Trump, everyone's like, well, that's who I want, at least. And then the Democratic side, the left side, is there, they're so fucking divided in everything that they do that they can't pull together for the team at all. Like, the team is just pointless to them. And it's really fucking sad, to be honest. Really fucking sad. So, the two-party system is the main problem. We don't accept third parties because it's not what our parents did, and our grandparents and our great-grandparents and whatever. And we've got this thing that we have this feeling that because we are America, everything we do is right. And there were times where that seemed like the case and was more the case than it was now, but that still took people to do something about it, to say something about it. I can tell you right now, look at the internment camps of World War II in America. We put all those people of Japanese ancestry in fucking camp. And, that's just really fucked up. And, imagine if Ireland did something like, I don't know, Ireland's like, fuck it, we're going fascist, long live, whatever. Do you think that we would go around rounding up people that were of Irish descent? I don't think so. You know why? Because when you look at them, you don't go, oh, that's a Mick. Because they don't look different from a lot of the guys that signed the document that created this country. People want to call this a Christian nation. It sure as hell was never that. That's just provable by fact. It is a fact that at the time of the founding of the United States of America, Christianity and Catholicism was the largest religion on the face of the planet, but that doesn't make it a Christian nation any more than, I don't know. I don't even really have a thing for it, but doesn't really matter. We're not going to go around arresting or interning people because they're Irish, because they're white, let's be honest. Now, when you can walk around and you can see that someone's eyes or their skin color or whatever gives them away for the people that you want to call the bad guy at the moment, well, yeah, there's a lot you can do. Oh, nice shot. But the fact is, we wouldn't do it, we don't do it, and that's the reason why. Doesn't make us bad necessarily, but it does make us... It does worry me. We had this 9/11 thing happen. I'm not even going into 9/11 at the moment. But we had 9/11 happen, and whether 9/11 happened the way that the history books say it does currently, or if it happened in a different way, I don't know. But I do know that it has been used to keep us all afraid. Where is it? It has... Okay. Whatever, but it has led us to almost 20 years now of shit in the Middle East that, in all honesty, we really didn't need to stick our noses in. I mean, I don't know. I wish I had the answers as to why, but again, think about it. We never stick our nose in to liberate people that don't have a lot of oil wealth. That's kind of got to be a odd coincidence, right? I mean, there's a lot of African nations that have been going ape shit, having issues for fuck ever, but we never seem to really get into it with them. But God forbid you've got oil underneath your property, because, man, we'll come over and liberate the fuck out of you. Yeah, we might leave you messed up and all that, but, hey, can't win them all. I don't know, man. And by man, I mean people. I grew up in the 70s and 80s mostly. So, I don't know, different way of talking. What happened to the people who built? I don't know. Actually, let's be honest. If you look at all these things that made America great, they were always done by hurting someone. They were always done by, whether it was the Transcontinental Railroad on the backs of Chinese and, I believe, Irish workers, to, the Irish slaves that we had. Because, let's be honest, when the Irish first came up, we treated them in some ways almost worse than we did the slaves that people bought, because, it's a fact that our country does not come from the beautiful place that we think it does, or that we want it to. It took the British quite a while to start accepting the fact that they had made some blunders. They now most of the, understand that their conquest of all the nations and stuff that they did was not a good thing. It didn't help. It was not a beneficial thing. So, eventually America's going to have to come to that realization that what we didn't steal or trick or murder for, or go to war with other countries over the right to then further decimate the population of the natives. That's how this country was built. We need to accept that. We need to apologize for it. We need to find a way to make amends with the people we've hurt and move forward, because that's all we can do. But ignoring it the way we do and keeping people, you know, tricking everyone or lying to people and making them think that, you know, that these bullshit, you know, that, oh my gosh, you know, America was such an oppressed nation, or such an oppressed colony of the British. That's why we had to, you know, declare our independence, because it was right, and we were the hurt parties. Dude, the Boston Tea Party happened over a 2% tea tax. And it was the same tax that they had moved to every other colony. You basically had some rich white guys who were like, I mean, it's literally this country was founded on the same shit that people give the millennials over this, they call it this, I don't remember what they call it, damn it. I need another hit. That's what I need to keep my head focused. Actually, it's getting dark. Let's go do that. I need to find some fucking stone, but where? Oh, fuck me. How fast can I run? I'm not going to beat the bear, and I don't have a fucking shit. Come on. Come on. Okay. First aid bandage. Come on, bitches. Hurry up. Wrap that shit up on you. Come on, hurry up. Totally forgot to put down a sleeping bag. God damn it. Okay, bear. I'm gonna fucking kill you. I don't know if you know that or not, but I'm gonna put down a sleeping bag if I have enough shit. I think I need some wood for it, right? Now I'm gonna fuck you up from inside. Where the fuck did you go, bear? Because I could use the fat off your ass. Okay, well, sleeping bag first. Let's eat. Okay. Whew. And you know what, actually? I really didn't want to do this, but I think I'm going to have to. I really don't like these shitty locks, but don't have much choice for the first door. I'll blow it off later or something. But yeah, so okay, so America. It's not that, you know, I mean, again, entitled, that's what they call millennials. They call them entitled. And let's be honest, a bunch of rich guys who were like, oh my god, how dare the king ask us for 2% tax on this thing that we don't need, but we want. You know, that's entitlement. That's definition. Or pretty damn close to it. That's fine. What's done is done. We need to find a way to make it better and move forward. And that's where I have the issue. I have the issue from the fact that we don't expect our government, you know, we have this mentality as a world at this point that, like, the point of life is to get a job and work your ass off until you're old enough to not be able to enjoy the time off, and then you get to retire. And if you're real, if you're one of these CEO fuckers, it doesn't matter if you retire because your whole life is nothing but fun and entertainment. But the fact is that, for most of us, we don't get to have that. We don't get to, we don't get to have the ability to, have a great retirement or whatever. I mean, my grandparents, my grandpa only got to stop working because he was so damn damaged from the war and everything that he couldn't fucking move barely. I mean, he didn't get to have the retirement he deserved. He fought in World War II. He was in the Battle of Okinawa, goddammit. He didn't get any of that. But yet, if you're a congressman or a senator, Jesus, one term and you're set for life, huh? I mean, that is not a country governed for its people. My opinion. I understand. But my opinion's not wrong. It's as valid as anyone else's. And if I can have people yell at me and, like fucking dumbass Kirk Cameron can get up and say that pagans stole Christmas from Christians, which is the most ridiculous statement you could possibly make given the subject, and he can be plastered all over, the news about it. Why can't I talk about my opinion? Because I guarantee you my opinion is a shitload more informed than Kirk Cameron's. Now, I wasn't in a 80s TV show or 90s or whatever the fuck it was, but he has got to be as dumb as his character was in that goddamn show. And if Kirk Cameron happens to hear this, fuck, let's talk, dude, because I'm not sure that you should be able to walk and breathe at the same time based on some of the shit I've seen you say. Science has fucked up the world plenty. But it's not the science that does it. It's what people do with the science that does it. These companies, it gets found out that these companies knew that their products, like the cigarette companies, they were found to be lying to the American people about how much they knew smoking was bad for you. In a just world, in my opinion, that would be punished by forcibly dismantling the companies and selling the companies, breaking them up, making them smaller, selling them to more regional people. Because, I mean, shit, I've got no problem with people smoking. Darwinism has to take effect somehow. But, sell off these companies, break them up, don't give any of the profit to the people that made the billions of profit off the people smoking. Have all of the money of the sales go to the people who are forced to be damaged in their life because they were lied to. Because, I have no problem, dude. Anybody that fucking started smoking after they put the Surgeon General's warning on cigarettes, you walked into it with your eyes open. You knew it was bad. If you started smoking in the 30s and 40s and 50s and shit, back when they were like 9 out of 10 doctors prefer Lucky Strikes, I mean, that's just goddamn ridiculous. I don't get it. but that's fine. I don't need to get it. But what I need to do is I need to express why I don't get it so people can maybe see things differently. You know, we've got these companies that absolutely don't care about breaking certain laws because the fines are so much less than the profit they're making. I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't get how, you know, the people think that companies are people, and companies aren't people. Because the average person gives a fuck about the person next to them enough to warn them that they're about to step into a fucking hole of spikes, you know? Companies don't do that. Companies actively find ways of skirting laws and skirting, you know, things just enough so that they can make more profit. And how our system can exist where the government's job is not supposed to be the benefit of the people doesn't make sense. You know, every law that's passed should have to be for the best, for the good of the greatest amount of people. There should be no laws giving the rights of the few power over the many, because that's not the way it works. You know, we're lied to by the medias, and people just, oh yeah, you know, CEOs want to make their ridiculous salary, so they tell people that, you know, increasing the minimum wage would cause an increase in the product. Well, that's only if you want to maintain your ridiculous CEO, you know, money and all these profits for the company. That's not the way it should work. The shareholders of a company are not more valuable than all of the people that company is going to hurt by changing their way of doing things. Profit is not the end. You know, the point of every company should be to improve the life of people. And yeah, make some money for that. I got no problem with that. But when you're saying that your profit is more important than the lives of the people who you're supposed to be serving, it's wrong. You know, I mean, companies are not elected, but their job should still not be to fuck over people just because we were tricked into it. You know, think about it. How much bullshit in your day, you know, we've got, you know, McDonald's is suing, I think it's Italy, one of the cities in Italy, because they won't let them put a McDonald's in like right next to like some architectural masterpiece. And they're suing because they can sue because their profits somehow count more than history. You know, they're building a Walmart next to the fucking pyramids. That should be punishable by death. You know, all you people want to hear is that you're getting your shit cheaper because whatever, but you don't realize that it's you've got systems all around you that are doing a coordinated effort to keep you where you are, to keep you down. You know, when you work for Walmart, they give you the fucking food stamp program application because they know they're not going to pay you enough. But they sure shit want you to spend that money there because that's, you know, you think about it. Let's say somebody makes what's minimum wage? I don't even know anymore. I'm not gonna do the calculations. But you take the money that Walmart makes back off of the food stamps of the person that they hired. That's literally Walmart being paid for being cheap. That's the people. I mean, Walmart could afford to pay their people a shitload more, but they don't, because that bottom line is what matters. And I used to believe in capitalism because it made sense that there would somehow be some sort of, back when there were unions and stuff, there was some sort of equality between business and worker, because you had combined bargaining. But now that they're getting rid of all the unions and all of that, you don't have equality. You have a group of people who are going to take advantage of everyone else as much as possible, period, end of discussion. Because they can, and because it's seen as business savvy for them to do so. Doesn't make any sense to me. Well, I'll tell you guys what, I think I'm going to call that for the first episode or two. I'm going to build up the base a little bit just to make it more secure off screen, and that way I won't have to be gathering stuff, and I'll get a couple of things set up so that I can not have to focus as much on gathering supplies as I am actually playing more of the game. Okay? So until next time, this is James. Talk to you.